Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to Coffee with Creatives. My name is Rebecca Bertoldi. I'm your friend in marketing.
Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Thank you for being with us on this Monday morning. The sun's shining and the birds are singing, so I'm so happy. Um, but my name is Tara Bratz. I'm an interior designer for residential commercial properties.
And thank you all for being here. We are officially, the Coffee with Creative show is officially 1 year old. Woohoo! And yeah, we're super excited. We have some things that we've created just for that. So we'll show you that in a moment. But first, Tara, you want to dive into your coffee cup?
Sure. Here's mine.
What is it says, what does it say at the top?
Charm.
Okay.
Make mischief. Well said.
Yes.
Cocktails.
Nice. Um, I have my Prague cup today. This was a cup that this is, when I go to some places, I get the Starbucks, like I don't know what they're called, like the Starbucks cups that are official for that area. So it's pretty fun, and I have a bunch of them. And I need to go more places because I need more. So, how was your weekend?
It was wonderful. I got to spend it with you.
Yay.
We had a fabulous day on
We did.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent some time with my family, my brother and his family. So it was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was good. I worked at Mohegan quite a bit, but that's my fun escape. So I enjoy being there at times.
Nice. Yeah, Tara and I got to go. It was the first time for me going to this place, and I don't know why Tara's been holding out so long. Um, but it was
I just
called
found out
By.
about it. I
Oh,
just found out about it. So I would have taken there sooner if I didn't know, but our friend Mary brought me there. So I wanted to take you there.
yeah. And of course, like anytime any one of us goes there, the rest of us quickly follow suit or goes to a new place. But it was called By the Pond in Willimantic. Cute little store, has so much goodies to look through. I found some fun necklaces and earrings, but there was a lot of other stuff in there. So all of these little places around, I love supporting them.
Yes, it was fun. We could have been in there for hours. There's so much to look at.
There really was. I mean, Tara and I were joking about it afterwards. Like, she went and like saw all these things, and I was probably just stuck at one part for quite some time. And I'm like, oh, you saw this already? You saw this already? You did that already? Like, where the hell was I? But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we got some fun things. And
It did.
yeah. And then last night we had some thunderstorms roll through. And I'm going to share my screen really quick. I don't know if you guys saw this picture down in, I think it was Groton. And it's called a shelf cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally took this from somebody else. Brian Murphy
Wow.
took this photo, not me. But there's many versions of this if you see it on the news and everywhere else. But like, it's just this massive cloud that came over during the thunderstorms. And I'd never really seen one like that
Wow.
so close.
Neither have I. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So it was pretty cool. And yeah, so the thunderstorm thankfully came through and watered my plants because I forgot a few days. Some of them didn't make it, but yeah.
No, mine didn't either.
It's been so humid and I forget to go outside.
I
That's
know. I just replanted a Rose of Sharon tree from my parents' house to mine, and it doesn't really like the new location. It looks pretty sad.
Sometimes it's sad in the
I think
beginning.
it may come back to life, but right now it's not. So there's hope for it still.
There is. When you're relocating, it definitely can look like it's having a rough day for a few days, and then it kind of accepts its new environment.
I think I may have moved it at a wrong time though. Probably should have waited till it was a little cooler. So it looks like I got fried in this hot sun.
I see.
But who knows?
Who
To
knows?
be continued. I'll let you know.
Yeah. So coming up this weekend is the Pickle Festival at Mohegan, which I will be at.
You will.
I will. We're meeting some
I
friends
will
from New
not
York.
be there. Nice.
Yeah.
No, I will be in the arena that day, so I will not be at the Pickle Fest.
Is it outside or is it in where like they do all the craft shows?
It's in the Winter Expo. Should be fun.
Okay. I don't know where that is.
Where the craft show is.
Okay. Which is near Game On.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do.
That is correct. It's probably going to be really busy. What day are you going to
Saturday.
be attending?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yes, very busy, probably. Because everybody's so intrigued about this Pickle Fest. Everybody's talking about it.
They are.
Yeah, so you're going to have a lot of people, I'm assuming.
Probably, but it should be good. And so my friend Jen from New York, she loves pickles, and she was like, I wanted to go. And I was like, let's go. Let's all go. So her husband doesn't love pickles like we do, but my husband can keep her husband company. So it works out.
There you go. There you go. Maybe I'll see you in passing.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be fun. What do you got going on in the arena?
Well, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I haven't looked that far ahead. I know there's basketball coming up, so we have a couple of basketball Connecticut song. I know Rod Stewart will be there, and so he puts on a pretty good show. So
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Very
You have
cool.
to check the website. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm going to show some of our pictures here, but I'm going to start with you guys. This is when I went down to New York, and came up with these Pickle Festival plans. I was sharing lunch with my friend Jen, and this is my favorite salad slice. It might even be my favorite slice, but this is from a place called Pizza Station in Chappaqua, New York. And I was actually surprised when I went in there. There's now a second style of pizza, salad pizza in there, but I had to stick with the original because I knew what I was getting. But it's just that dressing that's on top totally makes it. It's like a chunky, like roasted red pepper and just goodness on there. So yeah, not a graceful thing to eat, not something you want to wear white to, but tasty. So yeah. And then Tara and I went to G's Country Barn, and we are creating an official anniversary candle here. So we kind of want to walk you through how Alicia brought us through it. And these were the containers we had to choose from. So we actually ended up going with this one on the right, which is like a little cup. And then we chose caramel apple for our scent. You guys, it smells so good. It's like,
it does.
Oh, yeah, it's like fresh apples and sweetness. It's so good. These are some of the other, like I was looking at what the different containers looked like. So that's kind of how we were able to choose. She has so many different scents here, and the scent blending is awesome. And anybody can make their own candle with her. Like I did them for my wedding, and she created them they had like these things on top, which I'm sure she'll do with ours as well. It kind of gives it some texture, and it's a little extra when it's burning. So she had her wax all melted here, and then once it reached the right temperature, she was able to add in the scent, the caramel apple. And then I think we let it cool a little bit longer. The process was very interesting. And then she poured them in. Now she has these basically popsicle sticks with holes in them, which do come with holes, by the way, uh, that you use to keep your wick straight up, which I thought was pretty cool. And this is actually wax shavings that she uses to melt the wax. So once all of the, she made the 3 candles for us that day. They had to sit and, the wax hardens. So once all of that is done, we're going to be able to show you guys our finished candle. And then we're going to have 10 available for you guys to go claim at G's Country Barn, or you can purchase your own. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. So that was that.
That was fun. That was pretty interesting to be able to see the process of all of that and how to create a candle. She also does classes, candle classes. So if anybody's interested, again, reach out and we'll get you the information, or you can go directly to G's Country Barn
Definitely
to participate in the group. Yeah, kind of neat.
So she's got so many great scents in there that you can use there, and there's so many good fall scents. Like if you're ready for fall, I'm ready for fall. I know everyone's yelling at me right now for saying that.
No. I know what's after that. After that is the snow, and I don't want to shovel or worry about snow. I was thinking about this. I would rather cut the grass and do yard work in the summertime than shovel the snow or pay for somebody to plow it, or just snow gets in my way.
It definitely does. I feel like we've had some mild winters though, where it's not too much snow.
Right.
Definitely cold last year. Or last winter. But yeah, I guess I'm just really sick of this humidity.
I know. It can be a little challenging, but I would rather have the sun shining and not have to be in 1,000 layers.
See, I love my layers.
Where's my coat? I need a coat. No, I don't want to do that yet.
Yeah. So yeah, there's still so much, we have so much left of the season, at least another good month or so. But I am starting to see all the fall stuff popping up everywhere.
I know. I saw Halloween stuff already in the store.
Yeah. Yeah, before you know it, like next month, I'll have Christmas. It'll be awful.
Yeah, that'll be great.
So I know that you got to go to Brimfield.
I did, and I always am excited about Brimfield. It's coming back in September. Last chance this year to go and check it out, Rebecca. Rebecca has not gone with me. I've been asking her. Nope. I may just drag you there.
It's, you guys, for me, it's a matter of taking a full day off, which usually I have to plan like months in advance. So if you give me the dates, I'll plan it now.
All right, months. Yep. You got it. We're going to do it.
We are.
And we're going to have to show everyone. So we'll have to do a little video on Brimfield. That would be fun to do.
Yeah.
We could even interview somebody that has a tent there, because everybody comes from all over the world. Right. I was talking to somebody that comes from Texas, and they set up for a week, and then they head back. But that's what they do. They travel from place to place, and just imagine how many people they meet and interesting stories. I'm always fascinated with that. Someday I'm going to have a booth up there.
Yeah, I think we would definitely find some Connecticut people there too if we wanted to spotlight them.
Oh, absolutely. Connecticut, Massachusetts. I mean, we're so close to the borders here. There's a lot of stores that go to Brimfield from Worcester, Mass, which, if you think about it, is not that far away from us.
Yeah.
We're pretty lucky. We're in the middle of Boston and New York, right where we're located. So pretty nice. let's see, Brimfield. So yeah, I did 22-mile walk in one day, and I didn't see it all.
Wow.
But it's exciting to be there. It was hot though.
Yeah, I
These
can imagine.
doors are just so beautiful. I want to have a project where I can use big doors. That's what I'm putting out there. So anybody out there that wants to have a crazy, interesting project with big doors, I would love to be a part of it.
I would love to have
This used to,
like those two middle ones, like just open up into this glorious pantry, um,
I know.
or craft
Or,
room.
I was thinking, or even like commercial design, right? Commercial design, you may not be able to fix or change the initial door to the outside. But you could step in and have these beautiful doors right when you walk in and I could give you a nice foyer appearance.
Yeah.
I have a lot of creativity up here. I need to get it out. So anyway, when I walk through Brimfield, I can't shut my design world off. Surprise, surprise, it's always on. But these were rolling pins, and I just kind of thought that it took a really unique photograph.
Hmm.
But yeah, pretty neat for a restaurant or bakery or
Hmm.
a coffee shop and a bakery.
It's interesting to see the styles of rolling pins that we've had throughout the years.
It really is. You see so much up there, stuff like you never would expect.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's fun. It was hot though. And when it rains, it rains. So anyway, so a lot of you know that I have lost my dad this year, like back in April, and Rebecca has lost hers as well. So it's kind of interesting that we both have to go through this in the same year, but it's nice to be able to go it through with it with you, Rebecca.
Mhm.
So anyway, long story short, I have been noticing that a lot of birds have been coming to me. And when I walked around the corner of Brimfield, I saw this little bird staring at me. And I just felt like my dad was near. So I had to buy my bird, and here he is. He sits in my house, and I get to look at him every day. He sits in front of my TV in my living room. So I just wanted to share that with you,
Oh,
my little bird.
that's
Yeah.
cute.
And this is Peter Rabbit. I just loved him. He came from Brimfield. Um, he has moved different locations throughout my house because I'm always moving furniture, if you know me, and I am not working outside of my home. I am working at my home and moving my stuff around. So he now sits on my mantle. So, but he's fun.
Mhm.
I really like him. He's pretty large in scale, which the photograph doesn't really show you that, but he's fun. He's a fun little guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you for sharing those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of good finds up there, I'm sure. I'd have to go with quite a bit of
Oh,
money.
yes. A lot. But you do, I mean, honestly, yes and no. Like the bird cost $12,
Yeah.
so I mean, you can find stuff reasonable.
I'm
Um,
saying like quantity. I
but
would be buying a lot of stuff.
oh, got it, got it, got it,
Yeah.
got it, got it. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's tough, but you know what? If you see it, you have to grab it because the next person's going to. I have this funny story really quick. One year I had gone to Brimfield and I was with my friend, and there was these metal chairs that I had seen throughout my design, journey in my magazines and everything else. And they were metal chairs and they were really unusual.
Hmm.
And this particular vendor had, I don't know, 500 of them stacked up, right? And they were all metal and they were all different colors, turquoise, yellows, mixed. Some were rusty, but they were definitely unusual, and they were a hot item. So these two women came from New York, and I was there first, just so you know, and I just wanted 4 chairs. That's it, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they had a store in New York, so they decided that they were going to take the majority of them and my 4 chairs
Uh-oh.
that I had put on the side. So I knew it was coming. I could see the behavior, and I knew I better sit in them. So while I'm walking around, I'm like, sit. I said to my friend, sit in the chairs, don't move. And he was like, what? I was like, they're going to take them. And they wanted my 4 chairs. I'm like, you have all these to pick from. Why do you want my 4? You
Right.
know? So apparently they like the color of mine. But long story short, I have my 4 chairs. They came home with me. So when you're there, you basically got to grab. You can't wait.
Do you ever
You
see
see
a
it,
lot of
you want it.
people fighting over stuff?
Oh,
Is it?
yes.
Oh my.
Oh, yes. A lot of people come up from New York and they have stores, and they're there. They mean business.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things are already have like sold tags on them. So you wonder when they actually got there, because I'm there pretty early on a Tuesday. So
Yeah.
um, you want to get there early enough to be able to grab the good stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so again in September, I think it's like September 2nd. I believe it's a little earlier. So, but
Okay.
I'll definitely let you all know. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I have another picture here of yours that I believe is Palmer Street. You want to tell us about the Palmer Street bathroom?
Sure. So this is just a sneak peek. I have a lot of people that I need to credit on this, and I'm very well aware of that. Um, but I would just like to show you a little bit of Palmer. This was a bathroom, and the bathroom, I wish, and I will show the befores and afters, but it certainly did not look like this when I stepped in. This is the final product, and that vanity that you see, the black vanity that you can't see too well in the photograph, but that was a nightstand, and I had it converted into a vanity. So Salem Stone was a big part of this project, along with others. And they came in and helped me put a nice stone top on it. So we could put the vessel sink, and we had a great guy, Todd, that did the tiling here. He did such a fantastic job, but I will get his information out soon.
I love these mirrors.
So yeah, the mirrors are fun. Everybody involved was like excellent. Tile America is where the tile came from. There's a lighting design shop down in Waterford. The lights came from there. So a lot of people in the mix. I try to use as many locals as I can to pull into this job. So, but again, it was a very high-end job. So some stuff did come from overseas, and it took forever to get there. So
Mhm.
homeowner has been great. He was very patient with me.
Nice.
So fun project.
And I like that you
But we're
have
finishing up
3 different, like I love this top piece.
right.
You have that border at the top and then a very nice kind of like sleek elegance and then your subway tile.
Right. There was a lot of pieces added to that. It was pretty much stacked. Subway tile with the black grout. You need to pull every color around.
Mhm.
So golds, blacks, which you can't see the floor. The floor is pretty impressive, but at some point I will show that to you. This again is just a sneak peek of the bathroom.
So when you do different color grout, like how many colors? Like I don't even know. I think I've
Oh,
seen,
there's a lot of
black
colors.
and white.
No, there's a variety of colors. So I have my kit, and we can match. We can match, or we can go to the extreme. Here I went to the extreme because I wanted all of that to show.
Hmm.
But if you have tile, say in your kitchen on your floor, you may not want to see the grout. You may want it blended. So we can blend it right to your tile color.
Well,
So a
that's
lot
very
of times I don't like to see lines. Yeah, I don't like to see a lot of lines, especially if it's in a busy area, but here I wanted it to be busy. So
nice.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we learn something new every time we see your photos. Awesome. And I know with Palmer Street, you're going to have a whole camera crew come in and do some pictures and videos and all that.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. So that's coming up. I am working with the handyman in a couple of weeks to kind of get the final project wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll have my photography crew in there, video and everything to come in. We'll get it all set up. I also want to have an open house to this too, so
Yeah.
everybody can come in and view my work. Because this is definitely a big project. A small house, but a big project. A lot of moving parts, a lot of decorative, elements to this.
What about
But
making it a
I
chamber
couldn't.
event?
Well, I asked them, and I guess they can't for some reason. So we'll have to talk about that more. But
Okay.
yeah, I would like to, but that's okay. Um, I'll get it out there. We'll figure it out, get
Yeah.
people to the door. It's just a unique piece of property as well in Norwich,
Mm-hmm.
which you would not expect.
Right.
So,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, but it's
Beautiful.
all coming together. But I want to
Definitely.
say I could not have done this without Dino Tedesca. He was the contractor, so I want to put that out there. And Todd was a tile guy. So we worked as a team and got it finished. But there's definitely more vendors, more small business owners to thank and credit. So I will do that as soon as this all comes about.
Sure. Nice. Very, very cool. And anything interesting you're working on this week?
Actually, right after this, I have to go and move furniture and pack my SUV and get as much in there as I can, because I am headed to Lincoln, Rhode Island today to stage a house,
Oh, wow.
which I'm excited about. Yeah, I'm working with Amanda, and she's excellent realtor to work with. So we're a great team. She first, I always say it comes with the homeowners, then the realtor, then the stager, the photographer, Joe. And, we wrap it all up and get it out there so that the potential buyer, has access to come right to the door. They see it online. I always say it's 3 clicks and you could lose them. So it's really crucial to get the property staged correctly. So I'll
Definitely.
come in today and I will add some of the elements of my design stuff in decor, and then I will take it away. So this particular project is just basically getting it in there, getting it photo ready. The photographer comes in right after me. After the photographer is finished, then I pull product out. So it's
Mm-hmm.
a quick job today. It's in and out, in and out. Pack, unpack, pack, that type of thing. So but I can do a full stage as well. So I did get a call on Saturday morning early this weekend for another staging job. So I will be calling her today as well. But staging has been pretty crazy. My phone's been ringing. I have 3 houses staged at the moment. So,
Oh. And how many can you do at once?
well, I'm getting a little, I could probably do 4 or 5, but it
Mm-hmm.
gets trickier as it goes because I also have to look at highs and lows of a room. I can't just place things in there. I
Right.
am first of all, I am a designer, and second of all, then a stager. So I'm really making sure that every area of the room is addressed, whether it's highs and lows. If you have a high ceiling, you want to have a big picture, right? So if it's smaller on the other side of the room, then you have to kind of bring that down, that scale down. If your walls are gray, then I may bring elements of a gray sofa in. If
Mm-hmm.
there's wood trim on the gray sofa, then I will pull that back into chairs that are brown. So I move color. I pay attention. So it is tricky the more houses I have because, for an example, today I have a room that's going to have blues and creams and in it, and my blue chairs are in a house. So I will figure it out because I always do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have another chair I'm going to pull in. It's blue, cream, and brown, but it
Mhm.
is in herringbone fabric.
Oh,
So it will work. I should show you. I will show you this room. I'll take befores and afters so you can see it, and then I can talk about it a little bit more. But yeah.
definitely.
I also do staging consultations. So if a homeowner calls, which I did the other day in Waterford, and it went really well, I came in for a lot of time and I just stayed with the homeowner. We went room by room
Hmm.
and I moved her room around. So again, gives highs and lows, and it's just picture ready for when the photographer comes in. They don't have to do anything. So it's just using their furniture, not mine.
Oh, okay. So you get to use what they already have.
Correct. And we declutter, move, take out, add if necessary. But this particular project in Waterford, um, I just used their furnishings.
Hmm. So it's funny. I was watching, I don't know, some home show over the weekend,
Mhm.
as I do a lot, and there was realtors on there, and somebody had paid an insane amount of money, I thought, to stage a place they were trying to sell. And there was a woman that came in and she was like, "This is staged," and he was like, "Yeah, it cost me a lot, $27,000." I was like, wow. And not that I'm saying you charge 27,000, but she was like, "This looks furnished and not staged." And I thought that was a really cool distinction, because I think for us non-designers, when we are thinking of, our furniture and all of that, they're like, "Oh, well, there's already furniture here. Why does it need staging?" So can you explain a little bit differently, like how the psychology of staging works versus having a furnished house?
Right. So you can put a table anywhere, right? If you
Hmm.
have a space that, maybe a smaller space, but you have larger furniture in there, then I need to come in and declutter that. You may have too much furniture, so we pull away. Like for an example, when I walked into this particular room, her sofa was in the middle of the room, which is great, but it was too close. I needed to push it back. I needed to take the cabinet out of the back of the sofa, move a bookcase to the other side of the room. The desk needed to be, kind of more positioned on the wall correctly. It wasn't on the right side of the wall. So there's a lot of elements to look at that, because when I think about it, the photographer's going to come in and he has to be able to look through the screen in
Hmm.
a lens to capture everything. So you don't want to also take pictures of a corner of a room. You want to make sure that the whole room is included. Um, So, to answer your question, basically it would be that sometimes I walk in and the furniture, there's so much in one room, or it's so cramped, or we have all these little knickknacks, or they don't know how to make a bed. So, I'm there to help you make a bed, make sure that it's proportioned with your pillows. Um, Maybe there's a large wall and we have a small picture on it. So
Hmm.
I have to make sure that's also proportioned. Bookcase for Waterford, I took all the books off, all of them, and I designed it with books, with pieces of pottery. I ran through her house, pulling stuff, so it just looks staged and clean, you
Yeah.
know. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot to it. And then they may have dark curtains, and they might be in the window. You want to get your curtains out of the window. So your curtain rods have to be extended out past the trim, so your curtains sit on the wall, not in your window. So
Hmm.
a lot of elements that I have to think of when I'm coming in. I'm not just coming in and saying, "Oh, let's move this and move that." There's a thought process behind it all.
Yeah.
You could have an empty space and throw a card table there. That's not going to be appealing to the eye. So you don't
Hmm.
want to just fill the space. You want to make sure you're filling the space correctly. And not every space needs to be filled.
Right. I think that's one of our, a lot of, I'm sure you see this a lot, and it's one of my issues is that I find things and I'm like, yeah, I still have room in the living room to put that in there. And it's, now we have all the perimeter is full. So It's probably not
Right.
necessary to have that, but I can see why when you stage something, it looks more inviting and more calm. And because we know that clutter will make us a little stressed out. So I could see why that may, naturally want to like invite people in.
Correct. And you're also, it's very crucial when you're buying furniture. Um, because for an example, I have a client that her bed is way too big for the room. And
Hmm.
now she wants to sell the house. But now it makes it look like you can't fit a bed in there.
Right.
So, and where is it positioned? Is it positioned on the wrong wall? Is it in front of a window?
Hmm.
All of that matters.
Hmm.
So, maybe it's time to get rid of the bed and have me come in with a different size bed so we can
Right.
make it so that it doesn't look so small, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think of a lot. There's just a lot of elements to it all.
Awesome. Well, thank you for clearing that up because I think
Yeah.
people don't always understand the distinction. Um, it's not just
No, and I think
staging
a
people's
lot of
spaces,
it's true. And I think a lot of people think that staging isn't necessary. Um, I feel like it is because, you know, basically you're coming in and you're showing where sofas and everything can. You're giving them the visual of where it can fit even.
Hmm.
Sometimes people come in and they don't have the vision. I'm not saying everybody is like that. There are people out there that definitely can see
Hmm.
past all of it. And but for those that can't, it's
Yeah,
important.
I agree. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Nice. For me this week, I actually have a webinar on Thursday, and this is
Oh,
geared towards coaches and wellness businesses. But I am hosting um, a heart infused lead generation webinar, and it's a free webinar. I just put the address up. You can register at RebeccaBertoldi.com/register. It's going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to go through a framework of how to create your marketing so that it's it's transforming people as you go. So instead of these like scarcity tactics and fear tactics, we're going to lead with love. And for the wellness businesses, like I feel it's a necessity because we're all about making people feel better and bringing rising them up, and to have like fear-based marketing kind of contradicts that. I'm not saying we don't have like urgency deals, but let's make sure they're authentic and we're not just saying that there's urgency when there isn't. um, so I don't know about you guys, but I have been like inundated lately with spam calls, texts. The emails have gotten so bad. I got people coming through WhatsApp. It's coming from every direction, and it's not getting any better. You know what I mean? Like we're being served between 5 and 10,000 ads a day. That's insane. For someone that works like me, that's on the computer, I'm probably closer to the 10,000. So it's one of those things that I I feel strongly about not giving into that anymore, and I don't want to. And I have a way that I have been using that makes people even more loyal customers and people that will be with you forever and that are getting results because you are caring about them from day one instead of only when they give you money. So if anyone wants to learn about that out there, if you want to learn how to attract new clients in a loving way and not in a fear-based marketing way, please join me on Thursday. Yeah. Okay. So we have that. Um, yeah, I think that's it on my end. Do you have anything more to add this week?
No, I don't think so. I know I have a busy week coming up, but other than that, yeah,
Okay.
I think we're good.
I'll make sure I take pictures in all of our pickle fun and show you guys next
I'm
week.
excited to see that. Yeah. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, maybe we can smuggle you some. And then it's gonna be a great week. I think our temperatures are gonna be a little bit lower, so it'll be a little bit more bearable.
It's gonna be
And
97 on Friday.
well,
Did you
yeah,
see that?
yeah.
Yeah. 90. I mean, today's gonna be beautiful though here in New England. But yeah, I did see that 97 pop up. Rebecca's like, oh no, where's the winter?
I didn't say I was
Where's
waiting
that
for
fall?
winter. I said fall. I didn't say winter.
I know, but it's coming. As soon as you hit fall, that's it. There's your winter.
All right, you
Anyway, well, I hope
guys.
you have a good week.
No, I was
I'm
gonna say
sure we will talk midweek. Yes. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. It's always a pleasure having you here with us on our Monday mornings here in New England. Always remember to be kind. You never know what anybody's going through. Smile goes a long way. Take care, everyone. Again, thanks again. Bye bye.
bye, everybody.